Hi everyone, how are you? This is Bethany Gonyea, founder of NUMINOUS, the organization that sponsors the Resonant Peaceful Cities Project, the very organization that has now done 3 peace meditation research studies that have demonstrated highly significant reductions in violence in 3 U.S. cities, and we're awaiting the results of our 4th city now. Now, my goal the entire time has always been to do 10 studies. So I work with Dr. Kadeen Reinhold, who's a professor of mathematics and statistics at the State University of New York at Albany, and she and I have been working for years now to prepare a paper that will publish the results of all 10 cities. You see, it would be easy to pick apart one city or 2 cities or 3 cities, but by putting 10 studies in one paper, it will help people believe in themselves, to believe in the power of the human heart, to believe that beauty is strength, and that we can invite peace and blessings for communities from the protection of our own living room. I mean, how elegant and how beautiful is that, of how we're truly made, right? So this video is actually a humble request for your financial support. You see, most people have seen me on Facebook Lives and YouTube and all these interviews and all sorts of Zooms that I've done with multiple cities, whether it resulted in a peace project or not. And what people didn't know during all those years is the fact that I was basically the primary philanthropist for all of this work. So not only were those hours and hours and hours and hours of work offered as volunteer hours, like all purely volunteered, that I was also financing the involvement of the technology, especially behind the scenes, of how things happen. So about 95% of all the expenses over these years has been paid by me personally. Now, I didn't mind that because I knew that we needed to vet ourselves. We were an unknown 501c3 with none of our own research, right? So I knew that we had to figure this out, and it took us years around community tables to figure out our now successful protocol that we utilize in multiple ways. We've demonstrated it works. We've demonstrated it produces up to an 85% increase in happiness. This year we're going to be measuring pain reductions because we're noticing that happens as well. And also we're going to be measuring mystical experiences, because many people do have a mystical experience. They come into this awareness of who they truly are in the etheric, and they have spiritual awakenings that actually change their entire lives. And we just love those emails. So again, what happened was, all these years, I knew I kind of had to foot the bill, right? Because who was going to believe in us, and who was going to believe in this invisible research? But over time, obviously, we now have our city package that we put together. Now, that being said, I have invoices from our last peace project that was just in Louisville, and several $1,000s that are unpaid. And I am now at the point where I can no longer magically make those invoices disappear. And so I am now humbly requesting support for us to finish our mission of doing these 10 research studies in this paper. And so what we're asking for is a minimum of $11 per month from 500 people or more, please. Over the years, I've talked to thousands and thousands and thousands of people. I've led meditation trainings. I've donated hours and hours and hours of my own time, all the miles of my car, all time away from my children, everything donated to this work. And so I would just think, if out of those thousands of people that I've spoken to over the years, if 500 or more could donate $11 per month, it would make a huge difference. Not only could we hopefully kind of take care of some of those invoices, but also be able to take care of our monthly expenses, because they continue all year long, even if we're not in the middle of a peace project. And then also, what I've always wanted to do, but I never could do because I really didn't have quite the funding, and I was spending so much time to just keep inviting people to meditate, that I could never really cultivate more of the teaching that I can offer, basically, or really do the community group building that I would love to do, like build this community of people that are coming into the etheric every day and blessing this globe, and really cultivating a tribe of humans that know who they are really can feel the truth, the power of good, the power of blessings, and to really foster that awareness as a lifestyle. And how do you live a lifestyle when you know that one of the best things you can do for your heart self is keep your heart as light as possible? And what does that mean? Well, it takes a little bit of work. That's why we have this, that's why I wrote my book, Become a Consciousness Athlete, because it's really about this training of the nervous system, this grooming of the nervous system to be able to be in the etheric, to be calibrated well in the etheric with the divine. right? And so, and that takes daily practice. That's why I said it's like a consciousness athlete, because just the way an athlete wouldn't go to the gym once and think that their body never needs to go to the gym again, the same thing with our heart and our energy field. Every day we need to take our subtle energy to the gym and to condition our nervous systems to be in these heightened states of awareness, to live this consciousness athlete lifestyle. So more on that is coming down the road. But what I would like to do is, if we get this base, then I could really do more fostering of our community, bringing us together online, where we're blessing certain cities. Right now, we have a tentative study with Philadelphia, Lexington, Kentucky, Louisville, tentative Albany, and we would love to have your support. But basically, I'm at a standstill. I cannot continue unless 500 people so far come forward with $11 per month. I sincerely hope you can support. If not, please share this with someone, maybe someone who's benefited from the peace projects in the past, maybe somebody who understands the power of this work. But I'm in deep kind of prayer and contemplation myself, and I humbly request your support and to share it with others. So thank you all so much for listening, and certainly I'm excited. I've worked really hard to get to this point, and to know that I'm kind of tapped and I can't go on without some support. I'm humbly requesting your support. So thank you so much for consideration, and I hope to see you in the future. Take care. Bye-bye.